What we're going to show you today is an install and review of PSI Conversion's LS Swap Standalone harness. Alright, so what we got here is everything from PSI. This is a setup that's for drive-by-wire. So we're going to use their pedal, the tack module, the harness that goes from the pedal to the tack module, and this is what plugs into the tack module. It's a real simple setup, 3-wire hookup. These guys got it down pat. I can't say enough of good things about the guys at PSI. We've done several harnesses of theirs, flawless every time. The quality, closest thing you can get to GM. All the connectors are all GM Delphi wire, good quality. Everything is straightforward, simple to set up. So what you have here is 12-volt key ignition source, goes through your fuse box. Now your fuse box has got 2 relays. One's for ignition, the other's for fuel pump. They give you 2 connectors. What you're gonna do is you're gonna run one hot in and then one hot out to your fuel pump. That's it, that simple. So then you have ground, back of the head ground. This is really important. This needs to have a real good contact, and it does need to go to the back of the head. Grounds are very important. You're gonna have your OBD2 port. This is for your gas pedal. You have your under the dash bundle, which is gonna have 2 wires for electric fans. You can run 1, you can run 2. It's got tack, speedo. It's also got your check engine light in there and a couple other few wires. Let's see, a couple of those things here. They give you a grommet. You drill a 2-inch hole through your firewall, put this stuff in the cab, push it through, and then everything's just gonna lay out the way it should. Nice, clean install, no emissions. It's a great looking harness and everything fits awesome. Pretty much it with the harness, pretty easy. Can't say enough good things about the guys at PSI. Those guys really take care of me. Every time I call up for a harness, they help me out with no issues. Even some of the crazy stuff that we've done where we've taken a Gen 3 early LS, put LS3 stuff on it, LSA blower. They had all the connections. We're able to accommodate our needs. Those guys are outstanding. Their tech support, second to none. If you guys are in the market for a standalone LS swap harness, PSI is the only way to go. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So let's go over a little bit about the engine and the swap we did. 1970 Monte Carlo. It's a 5.3, tore it down, machined it, upgraded the pistons and rods, put really good bearings in it. We used the XP series, poured the heads, custom ground cam. We also switched the intake to the Trailblazer SS and LS2 throttle body, which is a 90mm. Trailblazer SS is a real good intake, all around power. Can't beat it for the price, and it also looks factory, so it's a nice fit for the motor. It's going to make a lot of power, probably like around 525. It's going to be a great daily driver for the guy and have a lot of fun. Solid car, really good setup. Pretty much it of the rundown. We're going to go through every step of the install. I'm going to take the camera and just do a quick overview so you guys can see up close what the harness looks like and all the parts associated, and stay tuned.
Got our standalone LS1 harness drive-by-wire. We're going to be putting this into 1970 Monte Carlo, otherwise known as Blue Ferrigno. We're going to feed this through the firewall. It's a 2-person operation. I'm going to have Tony get inside the car and help me feed these wires through here right to the grommet. You definitely want to use 2 people when you're doing this because you have, your fuel injection, clips and connectors. You don't want to break or rip any of them. After you get it fed through the firewall, more than easy to do it by yourself, or you can, have your buddy help you do it yourself. It's very, very easy. PSI has made it very, very simple. They're the only harness that, in my eyes, that you should use for any kind of LS swap or future swaps for that matter. So we're going to feed this through the firewall and get to it. So. You always want to take your time feeding it through the firewall, having your friend or somebody helping you at work or whatever feeding this through. I should have mentioned before that we pre-drilled our 2-inch hole in the location that we thought was best for the fit for this car. That's going to vary, you know, vehicle to vehicle, obviously, wherever you're going to want to put your 2-inch hole. So, like I said, very important to use another person to help you feed this through. Once it's through, you're on your own. It's more than easy to do it by yourself. When you're fishing it through, you want to take your harness here and you want to just pull it completely straight towards the front of the vehicle. Once you get it all pulled through, you can route it around the engine. Alright, got the entire wire harness put through the firewall. It's all set and ready to go. As you can see right here, it's all the way down to the main stalk. Like I said, very easy with 2 people. As soon as you get it fed through, then you can be on your own to do whatever you need to do. And me and Tony will get this thing wired up, and stay tuned, guys. All right? Okay, me and Tony got this thing all wired up. He's gonna run through with you a little bit of what we did, or exactly what we did pretty much in the engine compartment, and then what we did inside the vehicle to get everything, you know, done, plugged in, wired up, hardwired. So very few wires need to be hardwired. Tony's going to explain to you a little bit about what we did. So, all right, Tony, have at it.
Okay, now I'm going to show you. We've got the electronic pedal installed. We tucked away the ECU up under the dash. Fuse box is up there as well. So from the column, we're going to run 12-volt key ignition to the fuse box. We have 1 wire going up front for our E-fans. So it's set at 195 in the tune, so it'll come on, shut off. And then we also have our fuel pump relay hooked up. So we got 12-volt constant power going to that, and then the 12-volt out to the fuel pump, and it'll kick on when we turn the key, cycle on, cycle off, stay on when we turn the key on and let the car run. So pretty much it. Now we're going to go over in the engine compartment, show you exactly how everything laid out. Okay, we got the grommet, came through, laid everything out, plugged in our coil packs, plugged in all the injectors, both sides. We have our coolant temp, goes right over here, the side of the head. Have our mass air alternator on this side over here, since we're doing drive-by-wire. Plugged in the throttle body, same thing, injectors, coil pack. We have down below, we have the crank sensor, and then we also have our 12-volt hot lead for power that goes into the system. We also have our map sensor, and in the back we have our NOx connected and the cam sensor, and that's pretty much it. And we're pretty much all set up, ready to go.
Fired up. Fired up just the way it should. Just like PSI intended to do with their harness. I love those guys, like I said. They make my job easy. Obviously, baseline tunes, they will need adjustment. HP tuner, obviously get in there with the, ECU and make all your final adjustments that you're going to need for, a final tune, drivability, the whole 9. And then once you're doing with the vehicle, obviously you can get as much as you can possibly get out of it. Most people do, unless you just want to cruise around, go get coffee, go to car shows. Great for that. Fired right up. Start it again, man. Let's see how it goes.
Good. Sounds great.
Good.
Easy as forget.
End the video. Car runs great.